Good morning, comic book fans. You're with the Comic Books Club. You're with the Comic Book Pusher, the Comics Club, Tampa Brandon's favorite comic book and gaming store. It is Wednesday, the best day of the week, Wednesday, June the 8th. And I hope everybody's doing fine this Wednesday morning. We have a huge stack. After several weeks of having almost nothing, it seems like. We have a stack. When you pile them all together, we're talking, geez, well, let's see here. 2 and 4, that's 6. That's a 10-inch stack, not counting the variant covers. That's not bad at all. So, what do we start with today? We have some fun stuff to show you. I wore my Joker laugh shirt today because we have Joker. I think this is the Day of the Dead outfit, isn't it? Looks like it is. That's pretty fun. Joker Day of the Dead. And not to be outdone. By the way, the stacks today, the way they pile out, Independence, 3/4 of the stack today, and DC and Marvel make up the rest. But Marvel's about half DC today, so Marvel's the least stack today. But a lot of great stuff. Don't get me wrong, a lot of great stuff. We had 2 cool designer boxes come in. Captain America designer box. That one looks like fun. Keep all your Captain America comics in there. And then this one for the Fantastic Four. If you're a Fantastic Four fan, let's scoot that over there so we get the whole thing in. There we go. You see that all right? The new Fantastic Four. How you doing, Eric? Thank you so much for joining us today. Some really cool boxes there. Hitting the stands. That's something interesting for those into role-playing games, the Ultimate RPG Character Backstory Guide. So if you're building your role-playing game character, maybe you have a mighty warrior, or maybe you have a healer or a rogue, well, this will help you expand the backstory for your character. So there it is. There's my gaming contribution to everybody this week. Speaking of gaming, though, what day is it? The 18th. The 18th of June, we will be having our gargantuan game sale. Gargantuan game sale at the Comics Club on June 18th. I'll keep you posted the next couple of weeks. On the 15th, I'll give you all the super details of it. But it's on the June 18th. If you're into gaming, definitely get yourselves in here on that day, because you're going to be very happy. It's going to be a really great sale. It's gargantuan game sale. It'll be huge. So we have a restock on Mad Magazine presents Goodnight Bat Cave. It's kind of like Goodnight Moon, the children's story, but it's Goodnight Bat Cave, and you got Batman facing off against all of his rogues gallery there. And we also have the companion to that already in stock. Mad presents Superman and the Miserable, Rotten, No Fun, Really Bad Day, which is a lot of fun. So there those are for you. Somebody said, let's see closer to this. So Superman's having a really bad day. Let's see this one. All right, there we go. That's the money shot. What they call the money shot, right? The money shot. Firefly, hardcover. This is Firefly Return to the Earth That Was. And if you're into Jim Henson's Labyrinth, we have a bestiary for that. Look at that, a bestiary for all the creatures in Jim Henson's Labyrinth. And absolutely gorgeous artwork throughout. It's a beautiful hardcover book. And just absolutely beautiful art throughout the whole thing. So if you're into bestiaries or into Labyrinth, Jim Henson, or maybe just maybe you're just into David Bowie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles From the Ashes, Volume 1. Trade paperback. Hitting the stands today. I think they got all of them there. Even Jenica's in there, They don't often include her in the covers. Tales from the Dark Multiverse 2. If you haven't read these stories, oh my gosh. These are some extremely well, let's just say in the dark multiverse, things don't go well. They never go well. How you doing, Big O FGCU 42? Yeah, so things don't go well. We get in here, you got a Batman Hush, which was amazing. Flashpoint, Wonder Woman, War of the Gods, Crisis on Infinite Earths, and Dark Knight's Metal. But this is the dark multiverse version of these stories where things don't go as well for the heroes. But really great stories. Wow, I really did enjoy them. We got a restock on World War Hulk trade paperback. Snyder and Capullo's Batman Last Night on Earth. That was a lot of fun. Speaking of Joker, he's carrying Joker's head around, and that, as I remember. And The Butcher of Paris. This is actually based on a true story. Butcher of Paris, and in 1944, as swastikas flew across Paris and flew over Paris, one of the most notorious and prolific serial killers in history turned the occupied city into his personal hunting ground. Yeah, this guy was supposed to be helping people, but it turns out he was murdering them. So there you go. A sick and twisted tale of a sick and twisted person. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed that. It was good. It started out, of course, as a comic book series, and they collected it together. We got the 30th, I believe, 30th anniversary of Cyberforce, and we have a couple of special. This is a booth cover. Give me 1 second. Someone's knocking at my door. You too. Well, sorry about that, guys. That was UPS dropping off a delivery, and unfortunately, I'm here by myself. And so, anyway, we're talking about cyberpunk. This is the other the artist is Petrades, I think. Petrades. But this is Velocity, the character Velocity. She's a super speeder, and I really like that character. It's one of my favorites from Cyberforce, probably my favorite from Cyberforce. And this is Dune Waters of Canley, number 2. This is the unlockable variant. Invincible Red Sonja, number 9. Ooh, beautiful artwork on that one. Death Dealer. We got Death Dealer number 2. This is cover C. It's a variant. It's like the action figure cover for Death Dealer. And then this one, which was Sinkowitz for Death Dealers. This was a 1 in 10. And these were 1 in 5s. Transformers Last Bot Standing. This is issue number 2, and this is a 1 in 10 variant. Are you a Rocketeer fan? I am. Rocketeer is one of my favorite things. And Rocketeer number 2 is a Virgin cover. It's a 1 in 10. I'm liking that one. DC's Poison Ivy number 1 has a 1 in 25 variant, as well as a Frank Cho 1 in 50 variant. What a beautiful cover that is. I'm loving it. Loving that. It's a 1 in 50. Batman number 124. That's an interesting image. It's got a giant robot and Batman standing down to one side. It's I'm not quite certain what all's going on here, but this is a 1 in 25. You see the Batman here, And then there's this giant robot. You see all these people in some sort of chambers. There's a lot going on, but I really do love the art. It's so detailed. It's amazing. Someone spent a lot of time on that image. A lot of time. Kudos to you, whoever you are. Who is the artist on here? I can't see a name. Anybody recognize the artist? You tell me. Flashpoint Beyond number 2. This is 1 in 25. If you didn't read this, the first issue was great. I hope you'll check it out. If you like the Flashpoint story, in that world, in Flashpoint world, one of the things that happens is Batman is not Bruce Wayne. When the family comes out of the theater that night, it's Bruce that's murdered. And his father becomes Batman in that world. And his mother becomes the Joker. This is Dark Crisis, number 1. So 1 in 50. DC's having another crisis. Dark Crisis, it's called. And this is number 1, 1 in 25. Look at it. It's Doomsday and Darkseid. Cool art. DC Pride 2022, number 1. We got a foil. Beautiful, shiny foil one. Man, I like it. It's got Harley and Poison Ivy on the cover. What a great comic. And this one is absolutely gorgeous condition, too. Beautiful copy. Venom, number 8. That's a 1 in 25, kids. And Thor, number 26. Hey, Red Beard's Review. Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in to the chat. Thor, number 26. This is Jane Foster in the Mighty Thor, number 1, new series. It's a 1 in 25. Amazing Spider-Man, number 3, 1 in 25. And the one that is probably the most anticipated book, certainly for this month, I think, will be. We've gotten a dozen calls in the last few days for this. People want to know if we were going to get it, or have it. Can they get one? Well, we still have them, and we have a couple of variants. And what this is Fortnite X Marvel Zero War, and this is a 1 in 25. And this is Fortnite Marvel number 1, Miles Morales. This was some sort of special one. I think it was limited to only 3,000 copies. So that's going to be a hot one, of course. And the 1 in 50 with Wolverine on the cover. So there's the variants for the day. Wow. So really great variants in there. Gotta tell you. We're going to start off with the short stack today, and that short stack today is Marvel. Marvel has a short stack today, but you know, a lot of times Marvel is the tall stack. Yes, indeed. Let me get these in order here. Put out of place. There we go. So, Star Wars number 24. We don't have 1. We don't have 2. We don't have 3. We have 4 different covers. Whoa, Star Wars number 24. Looks like they're at a disco. Happy Ghostbusters Day, everybody. Amazing Spider-Man number 3. There's that cover. And there's that cover. Choose your poison, kids. Black Panther. This is second printing of Black Panther number 5. And Jane Foster. We got a few different covers here. Jane Foster. Jane Foster, the Mighty Thor. And this cover. And the Momoko cover. I love that. Although the hammer looks a little small. You know? Hammer looking a little small there. Just the angle. Is it me? I'm being too critical. No offense there, Peach Momoko. Good morning, BX Dad of 3. How are we doing there? Good to see you this morning. We got Ghost Rider third printing. Ghost Rider number 1 for third printing. And Ghost Rider number 2 second printing. If you needed more Ghost Rider, we got it. Marauders, issue number 3. A couple different covers for you. Choose your poison. All new, all different Savage Avengers. All new, all different. Cloak and Dagger. And look at this. Ooh, it's Weapon H and Anti-Venom. Didn't expect to see them show up, did you? Or did you? Thor number 26. Showed you the variant of that earlier. Got a few different covers of this one. And Wolverine. This is a second printing of Wolverine number 20. If you didn't catch it on the first printing, you got it on the second printing. And this one, this is a second printing of Spider-Gwen Gwenverse, issue number 2. And Legion of X, issue number 2. A couple different covers for you. Star Wars Chrysanthemum. Have you been watching the show? Oh my gosh. These Star Wars shows have been great. And last but not least, we have 4 different covers of Fortnite Marvel Zero War. There's this one. And this one. Good morning, Welcome Doodle. Good to see you there. And this one. And this one. And those are the Fortnite covers of Marvel hitting the stand today. And before we move on, Mr. Happy would like to tell you a secret word, and that secret word is rocket. Rocket, just like the Rocketeer we saw earlier. Rocket is your secret word. If you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off any single item in the store. It's good until next Tuesday at 5 p.m. And if you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, you get an extra 5%, make it 20% off any single item, limit 1 per person per day. Of course, it doesn't include things that are already discounted or are consignment items. All right, there you go. There's your secret word for this week. Okay, DC. DC's stack was about half again bigger than Marvel's this week. My telephone is ringing, but I am not answering it this time because I'm a little busy. We've got Dark Knights of Steel. This is issue number 7 of a 12-part series. And it's showing the whole Justice League. And look at it. It's Batman riding on a dragon. How cool is that? Aquaman and the Monkey Prince. So the Monkey King. Right, he gets promoted later on. And that's a funny one. Look at that. It's like Jaws. Whatever that monster is. Some sort of dragon. It's going to eat him. This is also a spoof with, I think, was it Deadpool that did this? All right, there's that. Let's get these over here on the way. Because we have quite the stacks going here. It was a real big week compared to the previous weeks. Nubia, Queen of the Amazons, issue number 1. Liking that cover. How cool is that? And there's this one. And that one. Long live the Queen. Batman Killing Time, issue number 4 of a 6-part series. Batman versus Tiger. Who knew? Dark Crisis #1. We have a few different covers of that. This one's cool. It's a throwback through to the original Crisis on Infinite Earths logo. I'm liking it. So, also on Dark Crisis, we got this one. And this one looks like Superman, maybe Superboy, getting swallowed by the darkness. And this one. A lot going on here. We don't know what this is going to do to the DCU, but it's, in the past, when DC has had these crises, there's been some changes. There's been some actual, real, concrete changes. We had Superman's, with after Crisis on Infinite Earths, we had Superman's entire history basically changed, where he was never Superboy. He had no adventures of Superboy. He came on the scene later on. He didn't apparently exhibit powers early. That came later after he'd absorbed a lot of the sun, sun's energy. DC Pride 2022 #1. I don't know if there'll be more, but they gave it the designation of #1. And this one, which I like, it's a wraparound cover. Always love wraparound covers. All of DC's LGBTQ plus community there. And I'll show you that last one. This one. This is the one we had the foil for. We have the regular one here. Yeah, that's a really cute cover, isn't it? I like it. So there's those. What else we got here? Oh, this is the Multiversity Teen Justice. These Multiversity stories are stories from DC's, obviously, multiverse. So from all over the place. So these characters, a lot of them, this is the first time you'll ever see them. And maybe the last time, who knows? Maybe they'll bring them back if they get popular. But what's cool about these is often these are first appearances of characters that, might be a big deal later down the road. And if you don't like that cover, we got this cover. And if you don't like that cover, maybe you just like to draw your own. Because we have a blank one, too, for you. Batman Beyond Neo Year #3. And Justice League 75 Special Edition. This collects the first 2 issues into one. It is the prelude to Dark Crisis. So if you missed that, pick this up and then proceed to read Dark Crisis #1. Poison Ivy gets her own title this month. And here we have Poison Ivy #1. Humanity had its chance, she says. Holy cow. She's not a vegetarian. She's a carnivore. She doesn't eat vegetables. Poison Ivy. That's a good one. How beautiful. So, if you're into Poison Ivy, she gets her own title starting today. Flashpoint Beyond #2. Told you about that. Hopefully you can pick up that story. See what's happening. Earth Prime The Flash, issue 5 of 6. Batman #124. They give us 3 different covers. Is he leaping over the car? Is the car running toward him? Is he running away from the car? What's happening there? The night is darkest before the dawn. And we have this one. Looks like he's going toe-to-toe with somebody. And then this one. All right, kids, we have one or two more to show you. This is Deathstroke and Deathstroke number 8 and Robin number 13. These are both second printings done in black and white sketch art. And last but certainly not least from DC Comics is Aquaman Andromeda from their Black Label line, Book 1. It's one of those larger, oversized ones that you need a magazine bagging board for. So there's DC's offering, kids. And the last but certainly not least stack, the biggest stack of the week, is our indies, which tend to be our largest stack these days. Not always, but oftentimes. What a large stack. Oh, okay. G.I. Joe, along with other IDW titles, are coming to an end with that. With IDW, they are, I think they're losing the license for these, and I believe maybe Dark Horse is picking it up. I'm not 100% certain on that. We'll find out. Transformers Last Bot Standing. What was it? 4 different covers? Holy cow. I like that one. The Vitruvian Man. The Vitruvian Transformer. Did I pronounce that right? Vitruvian? Is that it? Last Bot Standing. And that's issue number 2. I'm liking this one. Look at that. How cool is that? Last Bot Standing. Mirka Andolfo's Sweet Paprika has been very popular with our customer base. We have this one, which is bagged and sealed because it has very adult material inside there, artwork, but always really nice art. Really nice art. And another cover of issue number 10. And we get this little bit on the back. And this. She's having a hard time there with her outfit. That's an interesting one. And then this one. All right, kids. Star Trek Discovery Adventures in the 32nd Century, issue number 4. If you're a Trek fan, like me, you'll enjoy that one. Spawn, issue number 330. And draw your own. I suggest white crayons or maybe a silver pen. And this one, which is, it's not NYX. I keep getting corrected. It's Knicks, apparently. Knicks. Like the New York Knicks. Looks like NYX to me, but whatever. Oh, that didn't go well. Is that the baby has exploded? What? What kind of au pair is that anyway? What kind of outfit is that for an au pair to be wearing? Man, that one. This is some great cover art there. Project Superpowers, issue number 3. I don't think we've seen one of these in forever. Fractured States. I may be wrong. Maybe it was just under my radar. Fractured States. Looks interesting. I like that cover. Looks something behind them in the trees. You can tell from its reflection in the pond. Whoa. What's going on there? Vampirella Strikes. Issue number 2. Always great covers on these. Alas, poor York. She knew him, Horatio. refreshing, nutritious blood. Just having a little lunch there. I believe it's a heart. Rocketeer, issue number 3. The Great Race. Showed you the version of that one before. We also got this poster on the back. Pretty cool. And if you didn't catch it earlier, Mr. Happy would like you to know that rocket is our secret word. You know the secret word? Get you 15% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day. Some restrictions apply. So rocket. Thank you so much, Mr. Happy. All right, Twig. This is issue number 2 of Twig. We did get another cover, but it came so damaged that unfortunately it is too damaged to make the stand. So we're hoping we'll get a restock on that. Cyberforce number 1. This is the throwback cover, I believe. And Miss Meow. Miss Meow. Get an exclusive interview with Miss Meow in there, apparently. And this coming from Merck Publishing, and there's their logo. Merck Publishing, Miss Meow, issue number 1. It's saying 17 and up. Frenemies, catfights, sordid past as a Spartan spy. Who knows what that's all about? Bellet and Valeria, Swords and Sorcery. Issue number 2? And we get this on the back. Those little back art things are always fun. I hope they all keep doing those and do more of them, guys. Those are great. Quest Aside, this is issue number 1, second printing. If you missed out on the first one, there you go. It's got the old Dungeons & Dragons module look to it, if you know what that is. Emo Girl. Looks like Emo Girl's not that happy. She seems to wanting to stab somebody. I don't know. You got some vampires reflected in her knife, I think. And that's Emo Girl. Doctor Who. This is the Renegade Doctor. This is Doctor Who number 1, the new series from Titan Comics. But this is that Renegade Doctor that we only got to meet briefly in one or 2 episodes. If you're a Doctor Who fan, those were fun, but we don't really know a lot about her. She apparently came way before. And those covers are cool. Those are really cool covers, but nowhere near as cool as this. It is a glow-in-the-dark cover of Doctor Who with a weeping angel. That is awesome. And it glows in the dark. It will glow. It will glow in the dark. I have to take my word for it. I don't know if we can actually make it dark enough in here to see whether or not it's glowing. Let's try it. Does it glow? Yeah, it looks like it's pretty much glowing. All right, so be sure and pick yourself up one of those while supplies last. Those are fun. Blade Runner Origins, issue number 12. And After School, this is not a kid's comic. After School number 1. Here's some cool artwork in the back. You make of it what you will. Astronaut Down number 1. Barbarella, number 10. Barbarella always has some very interesting covers. I don't know what's going on in this next one. You tell me. Betty Page. Paging Betty Page. Paging Miss Page. Issue number 4, The Alien Agenda. That's interesting. There's an alien looking at her from behind, it looks like, in her mirror. So there's that one. Betty Page. You gotta love Betty Page, you know. We Live, Age of the Palladians. Palladians, I believe. Issue number 3. Whoop. Looks pretty good. Yes, it does. Looks real good. All right. Dogs of London, issue number 2. And Dune, The Waters of Canley. You saw the version of this earlier. This is Where Starships Go to Die. And ETER, an emergency room for aliens, extraterrestrials. That looks pretty interesting. Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer, issue number 2. Linsner doing his best for Zeta. Red Sonja, Invincible Red Sonja. Not to disappoint, it's going to give us multiple covers, always. Cho. What great stuff, eh? Jenny Zero, issue number 2. And they, too, give us a little bit of art on the back cover. Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue number 94 or number 20, depending on the kind of numbering you like to do. Justice Warriors. This is issue number 1 from Ahoy Comics. I don't know much about it. I do like what they do on the back, though. Give us the Virgin of the front on the back. How cool is that? And last but not least, we have, I'm being told by Dolly I'm on my way. I guess she's running a little late. The Lion and the Eagle, issue number 4, Garth Ennis's oversized prestige format miniseries. The Lion and the Eagle. Great stuff. Well, there you have it, guys and gals. That's the offering we have at the Comics Club this week. And it looks like we're back to larger stacks. I hope that's the way it is going forward. We'll find out. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. And we hope to see you soon at the Comics Club. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.